Now at 6, the jury is now home for the night after deliberating for 2 hours today in the murder trial of Blendon Township Officer Connor Grubb.
He is charged with murder, felonious assault, and involuntary manslaughter in the death of 21-year-old Takaya Young. Young is accused of stealing alcohol and accelerating her car while Grubb was standing in front of it. I want to thank you for joining us tonight at 6. I'm Jeff Hogan.
And I'm Yolanda Harris. Well, today was the first day of deliberations for the jury, who must determine if the shooting death of Young was justified. We have live team coverage for you tonight.
Let's start with 10 TV's Lacey Crisp, who has been in court every day of this trial. Lacey.
Well, jurors deliberated for about 2 hours today before going home. Now, both sides got a chance to lay out their cases one last time in their closing arguments.
You can't say, oh, I didn't intend to kill, I was just stopping the threat. But by stopping the threats, you are knowingly causing serious physical harm.
At the time I fired my weapon, I was in fear for my life as the suspect had just struck me with her vehicle. My feet were no longer on the ground. The vehicle hit him before he fired, ladies and gentlemen.
After 17 witnesses over 6 days of trial, attorneys got one last chance to sway jurors about whether or not Grubb was justified in shooting Takaya Young.
The test of reasonableness is you have to step into someone's shoes at the scene. Here, ladies and gentlemen, you have to jump into his shoes because his feet aren't on the ground.
The defense argued that Grubb feared for his life and could not get out of the way of Young's moving car. Prosecutors argued Sergeant Eric Moynihan, who was at Young's window, didn't feel threatened.
Sergeant Moynihan, to be fair, was put in a kind of a unique and difficult position. That thin blue line is being stretched a little bit.
Prosecutors argued Young stealing alcohol does not rise to the level of Grubb using deadly force. The defense responded, that's not why Grubb fired his gun.
But we also know that Miss Young, to be fair, stole liquor from inside that store. Is it possible she backed in so she could make a quicker getaway, if you will? Absolutely, that's possible.
It's not the severity of shoplifting, ladies and gentlemen. It's the severity of the crime, ladies and gentlemen, that prompted the reaction of deadly force. No one gets shot for shoplifting. That doesn't happen. So to make that analogy and to make your analysis that's just not correct, ladies and gentlemen.
And jurors will begin deliberating tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Reporting live, Lacey Crisp, 10 TV News.